Hey, 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 what's up, my beautiful gangsters? Back at it again with my fine homie BDG motherfucking reviews.
Yep.
Like and subscribe, you know?
Yep. Always a help.
Yeah, so tonight we're doing like something um I like for myself, and I don't think Glenn ever saw something like that too. Um like be discussed on an actual podcast. So we're gonna talk about underrated movies, but underrated movies that every time like something about that film like pops up or a new release, it gets overhyped for what it is, even
Yeah.
if it is underrated.
Yeah. It's an interesting topic because you hear a lot about like people's ideas of like what is an underrated movie and stuff, but yeah, there are quite a few that when you end up seeing them, you're like, okay, well, I don't see what all the fuss was about.
Yeah, dude, and like you go in like you don't expect nothing from it.
Yeah.
You have a blast,
Yeah.
but the fuss that it gets is way over the top compared for like compared to what the actual film is in
Yeah.
itself. Even if
Yeah.
it's still a decent film, you enjoyed it and shit. Like it's the hype is not worth the film, you know.
Yeah.
Even if it's underrated.
Yeah, for sure. It's one of those situations where, obviously everyone has different tastes. Like what one person likes, someone else isn't going to like. But there are some titles that just, people always rave about them. And
Yeah,
it's like,
dude.
oh, when's such a thing going to come out? And like, oh, it gets so good or whatever. And then you see, and you're just kind of like, okay, well,
Yeah,
that's something that happened.
yeah, they're good. Like they're good. Like they're legit good. Like
Yeah,
they are underrated or like they don't get like the credits that they deserved. But
yeah,
they once you see them, like it's it's just like everyone raves about it. Like I said, like some people like once a film is underrated, like they tend to get like go they go like A1 ape shit about it. Like it's the ultimate like unseen masterpiece, you know?
yeah. And we both know there's only one ultimate unseen masterpiece, and
Yeah,
that's Iced. Yeah.
yeah, ICED.
Yep.
So are we gonna I'm gonna let you get into some news?
Yeah, might as well. It's always good to keep up on the horror news. So let's just see what we got.
Yeah, in the meantime, if anyone still keeps up with Dark Force Entertainment, well, let me tell you that. Like they did like their shitty live streams like they always do, like flex and shit. Like I mean I flex too, bitch. But like we spam the shit out of heist. We want like I told Glenn about it. I was like, dude, heist is the shit. We need a release. And he was like, no,
100%.
you know what, dude? I never seen it. And I sent him like a file of it. And, like, what was like the first thing you said to me? Like, I had a blast with it or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah.
Like, dude,
Complete
let's
blast.
bought like a skiing, like, skiing gear after it, dude. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
so I just like I was spamming this shit out like iced or like I 30-second wait, C 30-second wait, E, 30 second wait, D, 30 second wait.
Yeah.
Dude, we want Iced. I was just trolling though. I mean, I love Iced, and if Dark Force like put it out, like I'll buy it for sure, dude. It's Iced. But if
Yeah.
someone can put it out, apparently like VS got the rights to it, so I mean,
Yeah.
where the fuck is that film?
I know. We need it. We need it so bad.
We do. We absolutely do.
Yeah.
If anyone wants a cheap like bootleg of it, pretty sure you can hit like land with it.
Yeah. We
He'll
we you can find copies around.
yeah. It's even on YouTube, but if you want like a physical copy of it like for cheap, I'm pretty sure like Glenn can
Yeah, I
get
could hook you
something
up
with
with
it.
that. Until someone comes along and makes a proper copy, you
Yeah.
gotta take what you can get, right?
Yeah, and then you get copyright strike.
Yeah, probably. Okay, so I got like a bit of news. There's not a whole lot. Um, Apparently Netflix is doing a true crime docuseries. It's gonna be called The Confession Killer, and it's gonna apparently talk about the real guy that was portrayed in Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. So
Henry
Henry
Lee,
Lee Lucas. So kind of interesting, you know.
is it like it's a brand new documentary or like
It's like
'cause Netflix did some like documentary release like claiming like Netflix exclusive, but you
yeah,
can like they just bought the right to it and like they were like, oh no, that's where you can get it, but it's like on YouTube. So, but
yeah.
it's brand
This
new doc.
is yeah, it looks to be a new documentary. Uh, it says the Confession Killer explores how the man once called America's most prolific serial killer was really a complex figure entangled in a flawed justice system. Okay, I don't know what.
Yeah, that sums it up. Good. I mean, good enough. I mean,
Yeah, we'll see. It could be good. It could be weird, but we'll
like
see.
I just hope it don't turn like it won't turn out to be like the Bundy tapes and shit. I mean,
Yeah,
uh, like don't get me wrong, I love true crime, dude. But it's I love true crime,
yeah,
but like I want something new, something that I don't know, you know? Like
yeah,
I read books and shit like even when it comes like to the Columbine shooting, I read the book by Dave Collin. I read it plenty of shit about it. So
yeah,
if Netflix like for a while there were like rumors about Netflix put it out like a to put out like Columbine shooting documentary and shit, and I was like,
yeah.
hey, will I learn something from it? You know?
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, that's kind of the problem with true crime. Well, since it's about true crime, there's only so much to a story that can be told. After a while, you're just rehashing everything again and again. So hopefully they bring something a bit new to the table. We'll see.
Yeah, and you know what?
Mm,
It might. I mean, it's odd to say, but like when I read about the Columbine like documentary and shit, I was like,
mm,
why don't you like do one on let's say like a modern one like Nicholas Cruz
yeah.
uh or or even the even like the earliest one like the I can't remember her name but the one that the little girl that didn't like Mondays, um the first school shooting that happened,
Uh,
like
I
the reason was she didn't like Mondays.
okay.
Or
Well,
or even better than that, like just put aside the school shooting and shit, and do a legend documentary on the McDonald massacre. The McDonald massacre, no one talks about it, and like
I don't think I've even heard
kids,
of it.
yeah, dude, kids died that day, like legit.
Huh.
Like I think it's like maybe 10 or 12 kids died that day,
Wow.
and
I
it's
mean,
just no one talks about it.
yeah. Well,
It's
of course, everyone's always talking about like Bundy or Dahmer or all the
yeah,
big names, you know.
yeah. It's the body count was 22.
Yeah, so that's not like a small event. That's like a decent sized, you know. I
It
mean, hell, that's more of a body count than
yeah,
some
it
some
happened.
like big name serial killers have. You know, that's
It happened in San Cedro, um, California.
huh.
Uh, it was perpetrated by James Haverty, um, July 18, 1984.
Yeah, you see, like, yeah, why don't we talk about that? Why don't like, everyone always talks about like, obviously the big serial killers, and they talk about Columbine, they talk about stuff like that, but why not that? That
Yeah, and
sounds,
if you look like even on YouTube, like there are like many documentary about it, like
hmm,
50 minutes
yeah,
of content, but no one did like a deep dive in it, like and show to the public. Like, I mean, just look online. I mean, I just typed it in, and first thing that pops up is historycollection.co and 21 photos of the horrific 1984 California McDonald's massacre. I
damn,
mean, if you're into like true crime, that's the kind of shit you want to see.
yeah, things that we don't know everything about already.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
Yeah,
Like, I'm on the Wikipedia page, and like, there's like just by the Wikipedia like page like itself, you can probably do like an hour or so like documentary. Like you got a chain of events prior to incident, July 18, 1984, murders, police intervention, end of incident, perpetrator, perp,
perpetrator.
perpetrator, early life, marriage and employment, personality, domestic violence, temperament, redundancy, relocation, Juana, San Isidro, aftermath, media, literature, television. See also notes and external links.
Ah, yes, yeah. I mean, that's the sort of thing. I mean, when it comes to true crime, people always go back to the tried and true. I guess I don't know.
Yeah,
True
but
crime's always a bit of one of those, touchy subjects. It's like, you don't want to come off exploitative, but yeah, you
just
know,
to give like just a briefing of what happened. Like I got one in front of me, so
yeah,
at approximately 3:56 p.m., July 18th, Alberti drove his black Mercury Marquis sedan into the parking lot of the McDonald restaurant on San Isidro Boulevard. In his possession were a 9 millimeter Browning HP semi-automatic pistol, a 9 millimeters Uzi carbine, a Winchester um, 1012 gauge pump action shotgun, a box of cloth bag filled with hundreds of rounds of ammunition for each weapon. A total of 45 customers were present inside the restaurant. Entering the restaurant minutes later, Hubbard first aimed his shotgun at a 16-year-old employee named John Arnold As he did so, the assistant manager, Guillermo Flores, shouted, "Hey, John, that's guy going to shoot you." According to Arnold, when Huberty pulled the trigger, nothing happened. As Huberty inspected his gun, the manager of the restaurant, 22-year-old Neva Kane. How the fuck do you manage like a McDonald at 22-year-old, dude?
I don't know. Yeah.
walked walked toward the service counter of the restaurant in direction of Arnold, as Arnold, believing the incident to be a distasteful joke, began to walk away from the gunman. Huberty fired his shotgun toward the ceiling before aiming the Uzi at Kane, shooting her once beneath her left eye. Kane died minutes later. Immediately after shooting Kane, Huberty fired his shotgun at Arnold, wounding the teenager in the chest and arm, before shouting a comment to the effect of "everybody on the ground." Huberty then referred to all the presents in the restaurant as "dirty swine, Vietnam assholes," before claiming that he had killed 1,000 and that he intended to kill 1,000 more. So, I mean, that's just a glimpse of what happened.
Yeah. I mean, it's certainly a story that should be told.
It really is, dude.
And the fact that like nobody knows about it really. I mean, like you said, I'd never even heard of it when you mentioned it. I had no clue.
Like, if you go like deeper in it, like just a little glimpse of it, when when it turns out like pretty fucking gruesome. Like at approximately 4:05 p.m., a Mexican couple, Astolfo and Marcela Felix, drove toward one of the service areas of the restaurant. Nothing, the noting that the shattered laminated glass, um, Astolfo initially assumed renovation work was in progress. Don't you hear the shots, dude? And that
Yeah.
Huberty was trying to out their car, was a repairman. Huberty fired his shotgun and Uzi at the couple and their 4-month-old daughter,
Shit.
Carlita, striking Marcela in the face, arms, and chest, blinding her in one eye, permanently rendering one hand unusable. Her baby was critically wounded in the neck, chest, and abdomen. I mean, like in the next paragraph, like 3 11 years old boy then rode their bikes into the west parking lot of the Bullshit Sundays, hearing a member of the public yell something unintelligible from across the street. All three hesitated before Uberry shot 3 boys with his shotgun and Uzi. Um, Joshua fell to the ground, critically wounded in the back, arm, and leg. He later recalled looking toward his two friends, Omar Alonso Hernandez and David Flores Delagdo, noting that Hernandez was on the ground with multiple gunshot wound to his back, vomiting. Had received a Uberty next noticed. So, like, basically, like, I think two 11 years old, like, kids, like, succumbed to their wounds. And, like, the youngest victim was, like, from what I read before that was, before I went into, like, the Wikipedia page, is, like, something like not even 11 months old. 11 months. That one wasn't, or like 3 years old. I think is the youngest.
Damn.
So
Yeah, and I mean, you hear about all the stuff that goes on nowadays as if it's something, new. But this is what, 1984? You said?
yeah, 1984.
Yeah, so this has been going on for years. Like, why didn't we know about this?
Yeah, I mean it's. I mean it's a 41-year-old fatally shot 21 people, wounded 19, before being killed by a police sniper 77 minutes after he first opened fire.
Ooh, man.
That was, I mean, 77 minutes. There,
Yeah.
I mean, things happened. in 77 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, damn, that's like the length almost of like a movie.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, what were the cops doing
Um,
that it took them 77 minutes to get there?
yeah, but you know what?
Mm.
I heard about that shooting because with Columbine, like they took like hours like to go inside the school and shit. Like it was over like when
Yeah.
you finally entered. Like, and it's I can't remember the channel. I would really love to give like credits to who did that, but I can't remember that channel. But the dude that managed that channel that like does this video said it's kind of like the McDonald massacre. It's like the McDonald massacre. Like
Yeah.
there's like what what's up with the McDonald's massacre? They were like no more like Star Wars Episode 3 figures when he like
Yeah. Yeah.
that movie was out. Like that's I was like, dude, what's up with that? And it's one of them like true crime story or true like shooting story that deserve to be uh, talked about, but not deserve like in like not I'm not praising it, but I would love to see. Uh, let's put it this way: I would love to be able to show to my friends something simple, well put, so they can know that it happened.
Yeah.
That that's pretty much it. And that thing happened lately with Blue Caprice. Um,
Mm.
it's a film about the DC snipers.
Yeah.
You heard about him?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's well made, dude. Like it's legit something interesting.
Yeah.
It's not something that I saw before.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, damn.
Yeah, that was my rant on true crime.
Yep.
When it
No.
comes to true crime, what before we move on to another topic, what
Yeah.
what do you love about true crime? What kind of true crime turns you on?
What I just like is I always find what I always find interesting about true crime is when you hear people talk after the fact, and they're always like, "Oh yeah, I could see that happening," or like, you always get like the one that's like, like I always knew there was something wrong with that guy, and it's always like, well, why didn't you do something about it? It always kind of astounds me the level of
The aftermath of
yeah.
how much people didn't really care for what was.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's like you could tell something was up with this guy, like, but you never did anything about it, you know?
Yeah,
I mean,
but
maybe
there,
we'd be
there
having a whole different conversation now, if someone had, but I don't know. It's one of those weird
yeah, but
situations.
some like I mean, you know about the dating game killer?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like, who could have known?
yeah. But then again, looking back on that now, when you see the video of him on the dating game and everything, it's kind of creepy.
It is because we know what Rodney Alcala did, but if we didn't,
I think it would still seem kind of creepy. I think he came off kind of like a creep.
I don't think
Yeah.
so. I mean,
I don't know. It's one of those things. I mean, I guess that's the thing. Also, when you look back, you can see stuff that might have been a red flag that you might not have noticed, without context.
Yeah, and I mean, like we're Canadian, we
Yep.
know all about the what they call the Ken and Barbie murders,
Oh yeah, yeah,
and how I mean, yeah, there. I don't remember where, but there was a hunt for like a serial rapist,
yeah. I think it
and
was around. Was it in Toronto?
that was a yeah. That's
Or St. Catharines or something around like that basic area.
yeah, and how I mean, how would anybody could have know about who was doing, especially since he met Carla and they seem to be the perfect couple.
Yeah,
Like, I think the
yeah,
first person to like realize that they were not really what they seemed to be was Carla's sister.
yeah. And that didn't work out too well for her either.
I don't know. She had the best Christmas ever, I think. But
Oh shit!
but
Oh
I mean,
man!
what a gift. But
Oh
I mean,
damn!
who could have known, dude?
Yeah, it's like I said. I think when you look back with the context of knowing what happened, things stand out. But there are things that, like, just looking normally, you probably wouldn't even notice.
Yeah, I mean, some things could be a red flag once you know what's following. You know what's gonna happen after it. But
Yeah.
I mean, dude. I mean, everyone can be weird sometime, dude. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
fucked a cat. I was 8 years old. No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, everyone
Oh.
can be odd by times. I mean, dude. I mean, like
Mhm.
even in school, dude. Like when someone was bullying me or some shit. Like it was like I was legit telling my mother, if he ever pull that shit ever again on me, I'ma kill that motherfucker.
Yeah.
That could have been a red flag if I acted.
Yeah.
But how can you know it's serious? How can you see a alleged threat,
Yeah.
especially with
Yeah.
kids? You know,
Yeah. Yeah. That's for sure. Man. Yeah. So move on with the news now. And oh, look at that! I just got a message from Corey. For anyone that's new to the podcast,
oh
Corey's
yeah,
a buddy of ours that we do the tumbling podcast of flesh with, and yeah, so
ready ass motherfucker. No, that's the just like a little briefing. Like Corey is legit the reason that I got the chance to podcast. You know,
yeah, yeah,
because I'm a French Canadian, so I was like, nah, dude, I can do it. I can do it. It's like, oh yeah, go ahead. And Corey was like, oh yeah, dude, you should try it. And I tried it, dude. I mean, bitches are raining now.
yep, that's the way to go about it. Yeah, but getting on to something a bit lighter after all the serial killer talk. um,
Briefing news. Sorry, dude.
yeah,
Los Angeles, 7th Street, murder. Right now.
Okay,
No, I'm just kidding.
probably. It's just probably true. I mean, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. Like we'll get a confirmation. Like, just keep the podcast going,
Yeah,
and I'll check Fox News.
yeah. Well, you know that it'll have been like an act of terrorism or something. If you
Yeah,
check them. Uh,
maybe
no,
it's.
but getting into kind of something a bit lighter. Uh, Stephen King is getting a pop figure.
I mean, who's gonna pass on that?
Yeah, well, it looks kind of cool. It's like Stephen King. He's got like the blood from Carrie on him. He's got like the axe from The Shining, which is probably a bit of a hard sell considering he doesn't like The Shining. Um,
Yeah,
but
and I mean, it's probably gonna be the only rectangular faced pop we'll ever get. Every
yes,
I would every time I see Stephen King, it's a six pieces Lego. You know, it's
yeah, well, yeah, I can see it. Yeah. Okay, what else we got here? Oh, apparently in December 13th in Philadelphia, they're doing a screening of Glenn Danzig's movie Veronica.
yeah. From what I heard, it's a masterpiece.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's they're saying it's a cult classic already. I
Yeah.
mean,
In the vein of the room, that's what I
yeah,
heard. Like even from Freeman, Jeremy Freeman like missed it. Like Jeremy Freeman from the 22 shots when he went to like a convention or some shit, and all he heard was bad things.
yeah. But it's been everyone's sort of been raving. They're saying like it's so bad it's good. So I'm down for it. I mean, I'm definitely down to support Danzig in moving into filmmaking if he wants to.
Yeah,
Because
Zig for me, dude. I mean, it's well,
yeah,
Misfits is one of my all-time favorite bands. Misfits
hell yeah,
is the Danzig era. Then you got the three first album of Danzig, and
yep,
if you want to dig deeper, like Sam Hain and shit, like
oh yeah,
that's Danzig for me.
yeah. Danzig is just always kind of awesome.
Yeah, except when he was like knocked the fuck out by.
Oh yeah, by some guy from like Devil Driver or something. I tell you what, it's really weird, but I've been to a bunch of concerts in like throughout my life, and I've only ever seen fights break out at concerts which Danzig is in some way connected with.
Oh, really?
I've seen them break out at three Misfits shows. I mean, Danzig even wasn't even part of the tour at the time. You know, it was like
Jerry Only and
yeah, and Michael Graves.
yeah,
Um,
but he still had some rights to it.
yeah, you know, but he was still connected. And I saw him open up for, I think it was Rob Zombie. And I saw a fight break out there. That one was actually a little brutal because this guy that we'd been talking to with, he had a piercing through his nose and up through his ear. And we'd been talking to him earlier in the night, and then this fight breaks out, and then we see him afterwards, and this piercing in this chain is now gone. He has a gaping wound on his nose and his ear.
Damn.
So yeah,
Oh,
he got messed up bad.
speaking of Michael Graves, since
Yeah.
you talked about it, dude, he did like a live show like 2 years ago in Quebec City, dude, and I bring a DVD. It was a small ass bar, dude, and I
Yeah.
bring a DVD like in my pants. That film, Perkins 14, and
Yeah.
it's pretty fucking good, dude,
Yeah.
and it's good for what it is.
Yeah.
But like, I bring a DVD in my fucking pants, like my sweaty ball sack was like sticking to it throughout this show. And he signed it for me, dude. And I was like so happy. He was like, dude, that's the first time someone brings like Perkins 14 to me. Like, no one owns that, and no one wants to own that.
Did you tell him you had it in your pants though?
He saw me like pulling it out, so I
Oh,
guess
well.
yeah,
Oh, who knows?
yeah.
Okay, let's see what else we got. That's not really news. Just talking about The Conjuring 3, about how it's going to be like different than the other Conjuring movies.
Yeah, they said that about you.
Yeah, that's true. Uh, oh, interesting little bit of news here. Laced Records is releasing the soundtrack for Gears of War 5 on vinyl. So that's kind of cool.
I'm all about one, one and two.
Yeah.
So
What else? Studio Canal is doing 4K releases of
but speaking of,
Irreversible. Hmm?
sorry, I gotta interrupt you, but
Yeah.
speaking of, like legit like vinyl or soundtrack release
Yep.
game, I'm still waiting for a Dead Space vinyl.
Oh, that would be sweet.
It
That
was,
would be really sweet.
oh yeah, dude. Dead Space, dude. One and two. Three I
Yeah.
played little, but one and two,
Yeah.
dude. I still got that NECA Isaac figure, dude. I love
Hell
it.
yeah. Dead Space was a great series, and I mean, even part three. Part three was the least of the three, if you will, but the ending for three is just a complete nightmare. You know, if anyone hasn't seen it, I won't go into spoilers, but
like
played
me.
it. I mean, yeah, it's the ending is just kind of like an oh shit type moment.
What about those Dead Space films, though? Those animated one?
They were pretty good, honestly. I mean, well, the first one was good. The second one was there was so many mixed styles of animation. You know, it kind of messed everything up.
But is it worth it? Or I mean, is it worth a watch? Or
Well, let's say this: if you can find them for like $10 or whatever, pick them up. They're good.
yeah, I picked one like the first one
Yeah.
for $3. So
Oh hell yeah! For that price, yeah, it's a masterpiece at that price.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh, so where was I? Oh yeah, Studio Canal is releasing on 4K. They're doing Irreversible with a new. It's called the Straight Cut. So I guess essentially they're re-editing the movie Irreversible into like a proper coherent narrative.
so there we go.
Yeah.
We got our first pick of underrated but overhyped film.
Yeah, there you go. What else? Also, Dead of Night and Total Recall. So they're all getting the 4K
Oh,
treatment.
oh yeah, I'm grabbing Total Recall if it's the remake.
the
I mean, dude, dude,
the the
what
original is good.
what killed the dinosaur? The Ice Age.
Oh man, you
Fuck
gotta
that.
love you
Fuck that.
gotta love them.
Yeah, I love Arnold, dude. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm ripped like that guy, so dude.
So there you go. What else here? Let's take a look. Funko are releasing Pez dispensers of the Gremlins.
No one cares.
No, not particularly. Uh,
Oh, you've seen that Funko like it's Hot Topic exclusive, I think, but that
mhm.
all to like TV diorama with a pop figure.
No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it comes with a shirt
Oh,
and like basically it's a box like with
yeah.
a window in it, like a plastic window
Hmm.
shaped like a TV. Like you take out the shirt and the pop and shit, and behind that, like on the background of it, like the how can I say it? Like again, French Canadian, gotta love it. But like you get like that plastic window, and like on the other inner side, if you want to,
Yeah.
Like it's the scene like the ending scene of Halloween 2 when like the explosion and shit
Yeah,
when Laurie's like covering herself like behind something, you know? You know
yeah,
what you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
You know?
I know, I know.
And and like it comes with a pop and you can like display the pop in front of like the background display and
That's kind of cool.
yeah, it's cool, but it's like $75 Canadian, so fuck that.
Yeah, that's kind of no.
Yeah.
Next bit of news here. People will have heard of this, obviously, but Junji Ito is they're doing a anime adaptation of Uzumaki,
Yeah.
and it's apparently going to be in black and white. So that's kind of cool. You don't see many anime being done in black and white anymore.
Will it be though? I really am not an anime guy, dude. Like I
Yeah,
said, like for me, anime is like Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z.
yeah.
My favorite is Dragon Ball GT. Please don't judge me. I love my Dragon Ball GT and Ninja Scroll though. Those are my shit.
Yeah. Just got a message for Corey. Apparently he's going to be on in a bit, so I guess we'll be having a guest.
Ooh, that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's the
who
sort
said
of
I?
thing.
Who said I want him on?
Ah. uh, yeah. So though, black and white. According to what it said, this new adaptation is going to be produced in black and white out of respect for the original. So, hey, I love Junji Ito's stuff. It's some of the creepiest stuff around. So if they can do it justice, I'm 100% down for it.
Yeah, from what I heard, like
Mm.
my old brother, like he's called Simon. Like
Mm.
I love to say Simon because it's like Simon Le Bon from Duran Duran, but it's not Simon Le Bon, it's Simon Cardinal, but it's still dope to say Simon. You know, just good accent like Simon. Like from what like what Simon told me is
Mhm.
that Junji Ito's like anime shit is pretty fucking weak compared to compared to the source material.
Yeah, well, they did a series recently, and from what I heard, it wasn't very good. This is like a whole new thing that they're doing now. Um, so I'm hoping it'll be kind of cool. Let's see who's doing it. It's come on, open up. There we go. Toonami Production IG. Well, it could be good. I mean, Uzumaki is definitely a good story to start on
Yeah, but
because
I
that'd
mean,
be kind of creepy.
yeah, but I mean, you know, when it comes to um, I know Ito's work from what I read online, you know,
Yeah,
and you know the thing about like with Dragon Ball and shit, like I was introduced to the anime first.
yeah,
And I think that helps it like a lot, dude. I'm not an anime guy, but
yeah,
like if it sucks, I won't be mad. Like, how can I put it? Like, if it sucks, I won't be mad.
yeah.
But if it's good,
It'll be a nice surprise.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. I mean, I get that. It makes sense. especially like if you're not like a huge like fan or whatever to begin with, you know.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
for everyone to know, my favorite anime is Pulgasari. You know, the 1985 North Korean dark fantasy.
Oh, the one that was directed by a kidnapped Chinese director. Oh man, I love that.
It's not even an anime, but I count it as anime because it's just
It's just such a weird thing.
yeah.
And last bit of news I got here.
They send like producers and directors and shit like to promote the film. They just flew away and never came back.
That's awesome. It really is. Last bit of news here. Apparently, Chris Thomas Devlin is writing the reboot for Texas Chainsaw Massacre for Fede Alvarez.
Oh, so we're getting another reboot. I didn't know about that.
Apparently, I'm just trying to see what. He's a newcomer who'll be writing the film. I don't know if he'll be any good or that's just what I want. I just want a good Texas Chainsaw. You know.
Or just leave it alone. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. You know, one or the other. It either bring it back with a vengeance or let it die. One or the
I'm
other.
so disappointed by Leatherface, dude.
Yeah, I
But I
found
hope
with
that push back and push back and push back. Maybe there were like some behind the scene issues and shit. But
yeah.
yeah, there's no excuse. Like it felt cheap, dude. It felt like a rush ending, especially the ending.
Well,
It felt
I'm
so
quite
rushed.
sure it was because
But
you know
sometimes,
they only had the rights for a certain amount of time,
yeah, but
so I guess they wanted to get one out before.
yeah, dude. But sometimes, like situation like that can turn out fine. Like Amityville, Awakening, dude. I
Yeah,
dug the film.
yeah, yeah. It's one of those things, you know. Though I was always kind of a proponent of that company should have had that license pulled the second they made Texas Chainsaw 3D.
Yeah,
Yeah, they after that it should have been like, nope,
yeah.
no
But
more of this crap.
based on their timeline, like
Yeah,
I, like they like to begin with, like if based on their timeline,
yeah,
they should have lost like the rights like in '74, dude.
yeah. I mean,
It's
there's
so nothing
so
makes
much
sense.
wrong.
The timeline is so
Yeah,
except I don't remember her name like the actress, but she got some fine ass tits, dude.
yeah, yeah. She was damn good looking. Uh, I just found it so weird that I will never get over the "do your thing, cuz" scene. I saw that and I was just like, nope.
The beginning was like nope.
Yeah,
Okay.
I dug the idea of the beginning, you know, but it it just failed.
Yeah, it failed. That's one thing to fail, but it failed miserably. That's the
Yeah,
problem, dude.
very true. I mean, it should a Texas Chainsaw Massacre sequel should be a no-brainer. It should be like a guaranteed moneymaker. And I mean, hell, the remake was
And
good.
dude, you know what? It was for a while with me, dude.
Yeah,
I kept up with every uh theater release. I
yeah,
saw the remake in theater. I saw the beginning in theaters. I saw 3D in theaters. I never saw Leatherface in theaters because it never got a.
wasn't in theater. Yeah, it's the sort of thing. I always thought with Leatherface that Had it been any other killer, had it been just like the beginning of like a new killer, it would have been fine. But you stick the name Texas Chainsaw Massacre on there or Leatherface on there, and you have certain expectations, and you damn well better meet them, or you're gonna fail miserably.
Yeah.
And they didn't meet them. Though I have to admit, I do like the alternate ending of that movie.
I never saw the alternate ending.
The alternate ending is you know the girl that like he's like protecting and everything through everything.
Yeah, she's like his cousins or
No, the one that he was like the hospital nurse or whatever, and he's like making sure she doesn't get
oh,
killed
you're
and
talking
everything.
about Leatherface.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, I thought it was you were talking about the
3D, no,
yeah, 3D. Yeah,
yeah, just leave that alone.
yeah.
No, that nurse, whatever. At the end, in the alternate ending, he's wearing her face, so she's essentially become his first skin mask. So that was kind of cool, but it wasn't in the final cut, so it was like, what? Who cares?
But it's still shitty, though.
It is. It's not good, not by a long shot.
It's still shitty, though. I mean, how lame is that first mask situation, dude? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it's just all around. It's not a good movie.
that's kind of like Michael, dude. I don't want to. I just don't want to know what's behind that madness, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Or at least if you are, make it make sense. Like in the remake and then the beginning, where it showed like essentially it's like faces rotted off.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool. You didn't need to go into all explanations about it. You know, that's just what it was.
The beginning was hella fine, dude. I love the beginning, dude. It's
The beginning is one that grew on me because at first I saw it and I didn't like it, and
dude, no,
I
no, no.
don't know. I don't know what it was, but
From the get go, dude. I love that film.
yeah, I grew to like it a lot more over subsequent viewings. Now it's one of my favorites in the series. But when I first saw it, I don't know, there was just something. I don't know what it was, but there was just something that didn't didn't sit with me right, and I don't know. Maybe it was when I saw it. Maybe I just wasn't in the mood or something. But I've since grown to like it.
It's. I think legit. I mean, I think it's everything a TCM film should be.
Yeah,
Like modern, like TCM film should be. I
yeah,
think it's that. I think
yeah,
it's
for sure.
it's gruesome.
Mm,
It's interesting. It's I mean it's even atmospheric like from
yeah,
time to time. I mean it's I just love it, dude.
yeah. It's a damn good sequel, and it lives up to
The beginning,
it's yeah, it
the
lives up.
beginning, the beginning is before the
Yeah, but it's still officially a sequel.
yeah
Sequel, prequel, it's a superior continuation of the story. Let's say that.
yeah yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I love O3 too. I mean I love just the remake alone. I love it, dude.
Yeah. I my only gripe with the remake, and it's so small of a gripe it's barely even worth mentioning, is just the fact that Leatherface loses an arm. I never believed that, that what's her face could, take off Leatherface's arm.
Can you believe that Doku took Anakin's arm off?
Yes, but he had a lightsaber, so that makes everything a little bit different. Now, if she'd had a lightsaber, that would have made sense. But she just kind of chopped it off with like a freaking cleaver. I don't buy it. I get what they were
It's
going
like
for.
one shot too, I think.
Yeah, one shot, arm's gone. It's like, really? Really? Like, this guy's been running around the entire movie, like, slaughtering all of your friends, and you can magically cut his arm off with one swing of a hatchet. Like,
Yeah,
you're not the freaking insane clown posse, you know? You don't have magical hatchet powers.
you're not Corey.
No.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah. It's the one gripe I have with it, and it's, like I said, it's so minute a problem that it's not even worth really mentioning. But if I had to say, if there was one drawback, that would be it.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of complaints about the like the remake timeline, if you will.
Oh yeah, well the timeline makes sense in the remakes.
I love it, dude, and every character is so
Yeah.
relatable. I'm just kidding, but
Well, sorta. If you're crazy,
like for the family and shit, like they are all like
they're believable.
interesting and weird, and like there's something interesting about him.
What I just loved was the fact that, remember the guy with no legs?
Yeah,
I just love the fact that, there's this guy with no legs. They never explained it, but then in the beginning, it shows you how it happens, and you're
yeah.
just kind of like,
What does
yep, that seems about right.
what does he say though? The like Sheriff Hoyt, how do you call it?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
does he say?
Like, I can't remember, but it was
Like
damn funny.
you gotta like do the same to the other leg because
Like even him up or something like that.
yeah,
It's just like, okay.
yeah, dude, I just love it. And it's gruesome, dude. It's gory as fuck, dude. I love it. I just
Yeah.
love
It's a good movie. It really is. It's
it.
one
My
that
only
actually,
complaints
I think I
about
might rewatch it again sometime soon because, yeah, it was awesome.
my only complaints about like the beginning is
Hmm.
I don't really love that like half mask.
Yeah, that just looks, I don't know, kind of dumb.
Yeah, like
I mean, I get the idea. It's kind of like an in between type thing, but you probably could have come up with a stronger idea.
yeah, let's say like the first mask that he did like wasn't like stitched right enough together, so it kind of fell off throughout the movie or some shit. Like just
Yeah,
just to have like his mouth covered and shit. Like, meh.
I know. He ended up looking like he was wearing a surgical mask,
Yeah,
and not a good one.
yeah. No, don't get me wrong, dude. The beginning, I love the beginning over '03 for real.
Yeah, it's good movie. It's one that you know what? Let's say this. That's a movie that's underrated, but not overrated.
Absolutely,
Like
just
where we're going, it's like the
in the
complete
middle. Yeah,
opposite.
yeah, yeah, dude.
Yeah. It's a genuinely underrated movie that people just have forgotten about. And I think I know why. It came out at the same time as Hostel 2. And Hostel 2, from what I remember, did a lot better.
Oh, oh, still. Oh yeah, really?
Yeah. I remember reading a thing once and they were comparing the two because they said they came out like roughly the same time. And what they were saying was essentially it was almost like the director of Texas Chainsaw: The Beginning was trying to hurt the audience. Like everything was like so mean spirited and everything, whereas with Hostel 2, it was more still horrific and everything, but still more like fun, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's odd to say the least, but it was a I can't even remember where I read it. It might have been a rumor.
But it's not, bro. It's not, bro. I mean, Hostel 2 was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Whereas like
3 was shit.
Texas, yeah, you know, yeah. So, do you want to get into our lists for this?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely, dude. You want to go or I'll go?
Yeah, I'll start off first. So, number 5 for me is The Girl Next Door. No one talks about it, but those that do rave about it, and it's not that great.
It's great, but it's
It's not what they make. They make it
Yeah.
out like it's this. Oh, it's so shocking. It's like the end all be all of like shocking cinema. It's like, no, not really.
no, absolutely not, dude.
Like yeah, it's disturbing and everything, but it's not. It's nothing. It doesn't deserve the level of hype that it gets, but it does deserve a
Absolutely
level of hype.
not, dude. Absolutely not.
Mm,
It's like a soft, um, like just by the basic plot,
yeah,
like it's just a soft silo, if you want, but
yeah,
with a girl and a neighbor.
yeah.
It's pretty much it, dude.
So apparently,
But
if
again,
you
it's
don't have
it's
the
not
guts
bad.
to
I'm
see
not saying
Salem,
it's
you
bad.
watch that.
Yeah, it's not bad. Again, I'm
Yeah,
not saying it's bad.
yeah. It's just
All right.
oh yeah, overhyped, definitely. Um, it's one of those things. I mean, let's be honest. I don't think you could ever really translate a Jack Ketchum novel onto the screen properly. I mean,
I never read the any.
I haven't read his book, but I've read some of his other ones, and they're quite nasty and like hard to run with and everything. But I don't think you can really
Are you
capture the.
convinced? Are you convinced there's more to it in the book?
Uh, I think there probably is. Like I said, I haven't read the book, but I get the feeling, that the movie is very much. Well, obviously, they couldn't show everything,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I just get the feeling, knowing his work from what I've read, um, it's I feel it's probably a lot more disturbing to read than it is to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still enjoyable though, but it's
Yeah.
like we said, like it's it's that movie is seen as so disturbing and mean spirited and like and it's not really. And dude,
No.
I agree with you on that, dude.
It's almost like I would put that on, like, if I was to like make like a tier system for disturbing movies, that would be like a tier 1. It would be like the lowest of the low of disturbing movies. I mean, everything is more disturbing than that.
Well, yeah, pretty much, dude.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, let's put it this way: if you've seen like Cannibal Holocaust, you've seen worse than The Girl Next Door.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, and you know what? I'm going even so far as to saying if you've seen the animal cruelty free version of Cannibal Holocaust, you've seen worse than The Girl Next Door.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of meh for me, you know.
Yeah, same for me too, dude.
Yeah, it's the sort of thing. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you could have done like more with like a different budget or whatever, but it's just
Question is, did
yeah.
you went into that film with high expectations?
Yeah, I did. After hearing what people had said, I went in expecting, like a solo level um, depravity, and I didn't get it.
So you
Peop-
still enjoy it, but
Oh yeah, I still enjoy it. It's still a good movie. I mean, don't get me wrong, but it's just it doesn't deserve the reputation or whatever that it gets. It just doesn't. So what about you? What's your number five?
my number five is, and don't get me wrong,
Mm,
it's a film that I love,
mm,
but my number five is gonna be The Howling.
okay, okay.
It's a film that I genuinely love, dude. I love that film, dude. I really do. I
Yeah,
love it. I could watch that film any fucking day of the year, like any given time.
yeah,
But it's so, how can I put it? Like, it's The Howling for me is, like I said, it's enjoyable for
yeah,
what it is. It's a blast, dude. It really is a blast.
yeah,
But like people are like praising like cinematography and shit. Like when it comes to FX and shit, like all right, dude, I agree, dude. When
yeah,
it like I can't say you're wrong. Like when it comes to FX, dude, like
yeah.
it's amazing. But like just to start me up, dude. Like the acting is not that great, dude.
I know what you mean. It's like, how can I put it? If the effects weren't as good as they were, it would be relegated just to be like just another werewolf movie.
Yeah, dude, and there's a lot of useless scene, but like just maybe I'm just a hater too. But like I said, I'm not a hater because I love that film, but I'm a hater like because my favorite like werewolf movie obviously is American Werewolf
Hell yeah.
in London, but I'm a Wolfen guy. When it comes to that era, I'm a Wolfen guy.
Ah yes.
But like I said, just like I feel like that film is like divided in like three or four parts. First, first part of it, like
Yeah.
let's like 20 minutes of it is
Hmm.
so interesting.
Yeah.
Next 20 minutes, boring as fuck.
Yeah.
Other 20 minutes, awesome. And the finally is
Yeah.
over the top, but it's not awesome as I expected it to be. That's
Yeah.
what make it like uh, uh it's it's good, but it's not honestly like I think that they could have like I got patient like I would put it that way like straight
Yeah.
away like I got pacing issues with it.
Yeah. Well, essentially, I've always kind of reckoned with the Howling is kind of like
I
American Werewolf's younger, less attractive brother.
yeah, but it's not
It's not bad. It's not. It's quite good actually for the most part. But it's
what makes this film, I think, are the effects and the settings.
Yeah,
That's pretty much it.
yeah. I mean, always think that's a good way to judge like a horror film. If you say, if you were to take the effects out of it and add in like, like crappy CG effects or something, would you still like the movie as much? And if the answer is yes, then you've got a good film there.
But
But
just
but if the answer is like no,
but
then
just
then
by,
you know,
by the beginning, just
yeah.
by the beginning.
Oh, the beginning's great.
Don't you, yeah, but don't you tell me that you didn't lost interest as it.
As soon as they got to the place, like the
Yeah, dude. I
yeah,
mean,
I was just kind of
yeah, it's it's great. It's a great film, dude. I love it.
yeah,
Like I said, I love it. I can watch it like anytime.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it's
It's not
like
perfect.
people like make it
Yeah,
out like it is a perfect film. Like it's
like
one of the better like creature features of the Hades and shit. But I don't think so, dude. I think there's a lot of shit before it, dude.
yeah, it's one of those ones that yeah, it's overhyped again. That it's like what we're saying. It's overhyped. Turn
It,
the hype down, like turn it down from like 10 to like maybe an 8, and that'd be fine, you
yeah,
know. But it's just people like they rave about it, like oh the Howling, like it's so good. It's like you see it and you're like, yeah, it's good.
but
That's
it
about
is
it.
good. It's pretty damn good.
Oh hell yeah!
It is pretty damn
I mean
good.
that's the thing with a lot of the things that are going to be on these lists. They're good movies. But they're
Yeah,
just
yeah. We don't hate them, but they are not what.
people make them out to be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like the Howling. Like it's
it's
like
fun.
I would say it right away. If it wasn't for nostalgia, because I saw it like pretty young, like renting it on VHS and shit.
Yeah,
If it wasn't like for that, like I saw The Howling before I saw American Werewolf in London, so
yeah,
that was like the ultimate like werewolf movie for me, like for
yeah,
years. I'm not kidding. It was, dude. I was like, nah, The Howling, dude, is a perfect film.
yeah. Then you see American Werewolf and you're like, oh, so that's what a perfect werewolf film looks like.
Yeah, but dude, and then I discovered like Wolfen, and Wolfen is now my favorite like werewolf movie, dude.
Yeah, yeah. It's the sort of thing, I mean, they just gotta, like I said, roll it back a little bit on like the level of hype, and you're fine.
Yeah, but it's you know what?
Mhm.
I wasn't sure I was gonna put that shit like on my list because is it overhyped or overappreciated?
Hmm. Yeah, that's a good question. Well, I'd say overhyped simply because you know if people like overappreciate it, it would be like a super
Sorry,
like
like a speeding car, like just.
yeah, it would be you know everyone would talk about it like all the time. But the fact of the matter is when people talk about like werewolf movies, yeah, The Howling comes up, but it's usually after An American Werewolf and it's usually after the original The Wolf Man. you know, so it's not like a super like number one thing that everyone talks about.
Yeah, but when it comes to like 80s like creature feature and shit, like the Howling comes up like
All the time.
all the time, dude.
Yeah.
But like there's something to it. It's not good as people make it out to be, dude.
Yeah.
It's like there are pacing issues. Like I I would go that far. Even I'll go that far. Like I don't enjoy the soundtrack. I'm a soundtrack guy, dude. I love
Yeah.
sound movie soundtracks, and
Well, the soundtrack's just kind of generic, isn't it?
yeah, it is, dude.
There's
And
nothing really special there. It's just, you know,
yeah, and I mean, dude, it's that's coming from a guy that loved like the Iced soundtrack, dude. I mean,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah,
I
it's
don't get that sense of dread, dude. It's like I said, it's enjoyable, but in a funny way
yeah.
more than anything.
I would just sort of think it's funny, not funny. It's a great movie, but it's nothing special.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I mean, nothing wrong with that. You know, you've still managed to make a great movie, but you know,
So what's your
yeah.
next pick?
My number four is Them. Now, I'm not talking about the giant ant movie because I love that. I'm talking about the French film, otherwise known as like ILS, however you pronounce that.
Yeah, ill.
You know, there you go. Um,
Like a home invasion film.
yeah. Now, maybe it's just me, you know, because I saw this really late. I just saw this for the first time like this year. You know, I'd never watched it before, and I always heard people saying like, "Oh, it's like this great home invasion film and everything." I it was good, but again, it was nothing special. It's stuff I've seen. I feel at least done better since.
But you know what?
Hmm.
I saw um ill, like
Yeah,
like we call it in French.
yeah.
Like I saw them
Hmm.
um before I saw the Strangers.
That could also be a thing, you know. Like I saw The Strangers first, so you know, could it just be like if I'd seen them first, would I have preferred them? I don't know, but you know,
One thing you gotta give though to ill or them
mhm.
is camera work is fantastic
Oh
and
yeah,
lighting is
oh
on
yeah,
fucking point, dude.
yeah. Well, the thing is, like I said, it's a good movie. It's a really good movie, but you know, I just like I said, maybe I
Was
just
overhyped
am
or
coming in late. Yeah, maybe you know, I was expecting this really like awesome. Like I was expecting something that would put the strangers to shame, and I didn't get that. I
yeah,
got
but still it's underrated too because
oh definitely because no one talks about them at all. Like I said, I wonder whether it's just a fact of when I came in to see it. You know, showing up like last year when it came out in what was it, like 2008 or something like that.
you
Maybe it
saw.
would have.
I mean, you saw it like you grabbed the DVD or
I had the Blu-ray and I just never got around to watching it, and then I watched it earlier this year, and I dug it. But you know, yeah, maybe if I'd seen it sooner, Maybe if I'd seen it when it first came out, it would have completely blown me away. But it was again nothing special, at least for me.
Um, it's something pretty special for me. Like I said, I saw it before The Stranger, so
Yeah,
like it's my go-to home invasion film.
yeah.
Um,
Like I said, I wonder if that's it. Also, I mean, the fact I saw The Strangers first and you saw them first, maybe that's what like colors your expectations for other movies.
yeah, probably, but there's something with like
Yeah, I just
technical
find
aspects of it, dude. Like I just love it, dude. Like
yeah,
it's a big ass house. Like you got some decent like high, like you're on the top floor of the house. Like he's watching like right down. Like
yeah,
he can't go down now because like I love it, dude. I get what you mean, but like when it comes to like underrated, more
yeah,
people watch it, but I don't think it's overhyped though.
yeah. I don't like I said, maybe it's just a timing thing. Maybe had I seen it sooner. Um,
You watch it in French, or
yeah, yeah.
so
French
now,
with subs, yeah.
maintenant tu peux me comprendre
We?
là.
I don't know what you just said, but I think I said yes.
Yeah, I said like so now you can understand me, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's this sort of thing. I mean, I, I just make it a point of reference whenever I watch a movie, I watch it in the language it was recorded in. So
Yeah,
if it's
but
a French
still,
movie, watch it
motherfuckers
in
complain
French.
about the dubs of for the Godzilla release.
Yeah, they're not great. But,
Yeah, yeah. When I watch a Godzilla film, dude.
they're fun, you know.
Yeah, well, when I watch a Godzilla film, dude, like
Yeah.
OG language
Yeah.
and titles.
Yeah.
That's how I love my Godzillas, dude.
Yeah. I mean, it's the sort of thing. I mean, especially with Godzilla films, for example, though, you can get like a completely different story with the dub. You know,
Um, I don't know,
a
cause
good
I
example.
always watched my except for the like the King of the Monster, like
Yeah,
the U.S. cut of like the original.
yeah, yeah.
Like
Just
I don't
watch
think I
the.
ever watched like um an English dub of any Godzilla film, dude,
Yeah,
except maybe for um Godzilla '98 because I had like earplugs.
yeah. It's the sort of thing. I just try to watch it in
Is it
whatever language it
98
was
or
recorded
97?
in. Hmm?
Is it 98 or 97 though?
Uh, 98, I think.
98, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best dub you can get with '98, dude. You don't hear anything, can sleep throughout it.
Yep, there you go. And no, like it's the sort of thing. Like I try to watch things in their original language whenever possible. As long as there are subs, I'm good.
What
Yep.
can you give some? So from what I get, you loved some of the things of it.
Oh yeah, I mean,
What did
well,
you love
I
about
dug cinematography, the like you said, the color timing, everything. I liked everything about it, but it just it just felt redundant. like everything I'm seeing, I've seen before, and I've seen it, if not better, at least the same level. I think it really is just a matter of the fact that,
You know,
I saw The Strangers first.
but you know what, dude? That's the kind of situation that I wish I could go back, like just to watch this, like just to see how you see it, like just to watch the stranger before it, like
Yeah. It's one of those things. I mean, I'm sure I'm probably in the minority in this particular situation, but I just find,
hey, but dude, we're not here to
yeah,
make any friends, dude.
true that. But yeah, I just find it, it's just not up there where it is for me, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But uh what's your number 4? Is your number 4 on,
Yeah, it
or
is.
your number 3?
Number four, I
Number
think.
4. Yeah.
Uh, Pet Cemetery 2.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I mean,
It's a good film,
oh yeah. Yeah.
but everyone sucks his cock like so damn hard for what it is.
All I can think is it's something again to do with, it hasn't, I don't want to say hasn't been available, but it's been one of the more, like, you could find a copy of Pet Cemetery 1 anywhere. But
Yeah, it's an obscure title, to say the least.
yeah.
Generic like horror movie goer or movie lover.
Yeah.
Like it's like most people like don't know that there's like a Pet Cemetery too. Like I mean,
Yeah.
general people like
Yeah. And also the fact that it's actually directed by the same person who did the first one.
yeah, dude.
I
But
mean,
again,
that's,
don't get me wrong. I love it. No
yeah.
pacing issues with this one. No pacing issues there. I mean,
No.
and you got, I mean, you got John Connor, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, and we're for one before those meth days. So.
Yep.
But it's a good film, dude. It really is. No pacing issues whatsoever. Um, I think it's it starts great.
Yeah.
Um, you you care about what's on your screen. You care
Yeah.
what. But my main issues with it
Hmm.
is that it don't really make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the first one never happened
Yeah.
in
But
some way.
then sometimes they reference it, but not in a way that, you know,
That is relevant
yeah, like,
for a movie that is called like Pet Cemetery 2.
yeah. What I just love is the fact that, um, when the guys someone's talking to like the vet, and they said, oh, like, we saw this, like, like the Creed's cat was like this also, but like they never took their cat to the vet after it gotten dead.
Yeah, that was my next point. Who would have taken time of their day to do that?
Yeah. I think the thing is, let's be honest, it's pretty much the same story.
It is. I
Yeah.
see as an enjoyable cheap remake, if you want.
Yeah, exactly. And
So
nothing wrong with that. I mean, as long as
no,
that's
no,
what you're going in for.
yeah, absolutely nothing wrong with that. Like I said, dude, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I enjoy it, but you see that Scream Factory art for it,
Yeah,
it's ugly though.
it's a little ugly, yeah. But, honestly, it's better than the standard art for it.
Yeah, for sure, dude. But I
Yeah.
mean, it's it's the kind of film.
Mm,
If it was just its own thing,
yeah. It would probably be better.
yeah, or just plain reboot, or it's just nods after nods, but
Yeah.
those nods like hurt the film.
Yeah.
So like those nods hurt the narrative of it.
Yeah, I get it.
So nah, dude. I mean, again, like I said, I love it, but it's
Yeah.
hyped. Everyone go ape shit about that Scream Factory release.
Yeah.
I don't, dude. I'm good with my DVD.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, I'm gonna grab the Scream Factory simply because I don't have a DVD copy. Um, and I just think it's kind of really insane that it's getting like a collector's edition. I can't understand it. Like, what did Pet Cemetery 2 do to deserve like the special treatment? But
yeah.
who knows? I mean, maybe the special features will answer that.
Is there a special feature announcement yet, or?
I think so. I'll take a look. I think it's got like, I think it's quite loaded if I remember right. Let's take a look. And there we go. Yeah, collector's edition. Let's take a look here. News. Let's have a look. No, they haven't been said yet. So I don't know.
You know, the special feature is that cover.
Yeah. And no doubt the poster that'll come with it if you pre-order it.
Oh, fuck that, dude. I don't want that, dude.
I mean, like I said, it's a better poster than the original, but it's still not great.
Yeah.
No, not great at all.
So what's your next pick?
For number 3, I got Bone Sickness. It's a Brian Pollan film from Unearthed Films, and I've heard people rave about it. I don't get it. It was all right. It was an interesting idea. The effects were okay, but honestly, I found some of his later work to be a hell of a lot better.
I can't speak on that one because it's been a while, dude.
Yeah, I find it feels very cheap. Like, and I can forgive a cheap looking movie if it's entertaining, but there's like essentially this, I think the guy gets like a disease or something, and they start feeding him the bones of the dead to make him better. I don't know who came up with that idea, but it like makes no sense. So
I can't speak on that one because it's been so long since I seen it, dude.
yeah, it's just one of those things, like the cover is awesome, and maybe it's just the fact that the cover's just so cool that you forget that the movie itself isn't that great. But honestly, it doesn't hold a candle to Fetus, which was one of his later films.
Yeah, Fetus. I know about Fetus though.
I love Fetus.
So out of print.
Yeah, I got the VHS of it. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, but yeah, you can't fuck up, dude.
I got it for $2.
Yeah, I heard about boat sickness, but I never got around to watch it.
Yeah, it's an interesting premise, but but people always rave about it. Like you'll be on Facebook and someone will mention bone sickness. They're like, "Oh, I love that movie and everything." It's like, it's okay. It's nothing special. So what's your number 3?
Alice, sweet Alice.
It's been here we got a situation where the exact opposite of the last one. It's been years since I've seen it, and I can't really speak on it.
Yeah, I won't go into like spoiler territory or anything, but it's seen like a proto slasher, if you
Yeah,
will.
yeah,
But you know what? It's more of a thriller than anything. I don't get the hype around it. Again, it's a good film.
mm,
It's a damn good film. I love it. Didn't
yeah.
grab that Arrow release though.
I've
But
heard that's a really nice release, actually.
yeah, but like it's it's its own thing, you know.
Yeah,
It's
like maybe it would be better just to not even put it in a genre. Just
yeah.
consider it
If
its
I
own
had to
thing.
put it in a genre,
Yeah,
that would be like more of a thriller. Like, yeah, it's a proto slasher if you want, but people overhyped it
yeah,
to proto slasher state. I think I don't
yeah,
think it's. I mean, by the beginning, yeah,
yeah,
it can be that, but it's like like for the most of it's like a murder mystery and shit. Like
yeah.
it's I can't go in spoiler theory. I would speak more about it, but I'm gonna watch it like next time we go on like on that podcast. Tell me what you think about it.
Yeah, yeah. It's been years since I've watched it, and I always remember liking it, but I always remember thinking like, okay, like again, it's nothing special.
It's not, dude.
No, it's it's a good decent movie, but that's about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what's next?
Next for my number 2, this one might get me in a bit of trouble with people, and that's The Last Broadcast. Essentially, it was the Blair Witch Project before the Blair Witch Project, and it's damn fun. But you hear people going on like it's like such a great thing of the found footage genre and everything. It's like, again, not particularly.
Yeah, and it's not all found footage
No, it's got like
uh, from what I remember.
yeah, it's got like
That like
mockumentary type
documentary
stuff.
type, yeah.
Yeah, it I don't know. I can like had that gotten a wide release before Blair Witch, I think that would have revitalized the found footage genre. But the fact of the matter is, nobody saw the last broadcast until after the Blair Witch came out.
And let's be honest, dude,
Yeah.
it's not scary at all.
Oh no, no. it's just, you know, it is what it. It's a matter of it is what it is. You know, I'm not gonna try to overhype it, but some people do. Some people are like, oh, it's like such like a scary thing and everything. It's like,
Oh fuck that, dude. Like
no.
Paranormal Activity, like part 7378 would be more interesting
Yeah,
to than that film, dude.
yeah. It's
But it's not a bad film.
no, not at all. I think it's just a fact of, you know, no one saw it.
Notoriety.
Everyone saw Blair Witch Project, you know,
Yeah. Like
and
it's
then
notoriety, dude.
yeah,
It's notorious for what it is, cause
yeah, because everyone saw the other one.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then people were like, well, you
Did
know, this one
you,
was first and it was better and blah blah blah.
what did you like? You got cons and pro, I guess. So let's go with the pros, because I got more pros for that film than cons, though.
Oh yeah, same here. I thought like the acting was decent all around. I thought the atmosphere and everything about it works, but it's just again it's not as good as people make it out to be.
Yeah,
That's essentially just what it is. It's like people overhype it, and it's a disservice to the film. If someone had said to me back in the day, just here, watch this. It's like a kick-ass little found footage film. I would have really enjoyed it. But people were like, here, watch this. This is like
the shit.
the better version of the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
And I loved the Blair Witch Project, so it was like, well, damn, I got to see this. And then I see it, I'm just kind of like, oh, okay. Well, that was something I've seen now.
One thing I gotta ask you again.
Yeah.
Like we mentioned like a couple of times, like even on like Tom Ling podcast and shit, like even like the first episode of what's our podcast again?
Bay of Blood.
Yeah, I know. Like even the BB podcast, like we
Yeah.
mentioned it. Like, what did you think about Blair Witch?
I completely loved it.
I had a blast with it, dude. We
Yeah.
went from Book of Shadows to that, dude. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, I still have a soft spot for Book of Shadows because that goth chick was fucking hot.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night, dude.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, Blair Witch. At the time, I'd never seen any found footage type movie before Blair Witch. You know,
That's gonna be interesting. Wait for my first pick, dude.
yeah. Um, so it was something new. It was something unique. I heard about these people like going in and getting motion sickness from seeing it. I never got that, but I found it to just be a chilling movie,
Yeah.
and I loved it. And of course, at the beginning, they were like always like these people actually disappeared. And you're like, well, did they? And there was that question at the beginning, but then everyone realized it was fake. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Again, perhaps if I'd seen the last broadcast first, my opinion would be different.
Okay, but okay,
Yeah,
like, what do you think about Blair Witch?
the sequel,
Yeah,
the third one, I really enjoy it.
I enjoyed the fuck out of it, dude.
Yeah, I mean, and
I love just that little glimpse.
I know.
Which that we got, dude.
I know. It was perfect. It was just enough. And it was like, it made you want to see more.
Oh
But
yeah, dude.
but you never do, you know?
You
And
played that game. Did you
hmm?
play the game?
No, no.
I want to play the game though.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, so that was that. So what's your number one?
My number one. My number one. My number two. You mean?
Oh yeah, 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 your number two.
Number two is gonna be April's Fool's Day.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely, that's one I definitely see. I mean, it's an awesome film.
It it's April's
But,
Fool's Day is what it is.
yeah. I mean,
It's
I always remember the first time I saw it and I was really surprised at the ending. And then I was like, the movie's called April Fool's Day. Like they tell you before you even start the movie.
yeah, but like I started that film and maybe it's just me, but
Mm,
right away
mm.
I knew there was something up.
Oh yeah, something was definitely up. You could tell that right from the beginning. I didn't I
Killing were
didn't
too quick. It's too uh nobody seems to but again, it's a great film because of that because they are basically like acting.
Yeah,
So they don't make a big deal of like someone is like missing or anything. They know it's a joke.
yeah,
So props to the acting. It's well made,
yeah.
but I I kind of saw it coming. That's my issue with it.
Yeah, my thing was I didn't see like the ending coming, but when it got there, I felt almost like a let down because of it. Like we've spent all this time like getting to know these characters and seeing these ones like die horribly and everything, and now you're just gonna tell me like essentially it was almost like the it's all a dream scenario.
Yeah, but you know what?
Mm,
Like like you just said, like you get around like to know like those people and shit. Like
yeah,
if you like just rewatch it. I'd be curious to know what you think about it, but we don't get to know anybody, dude.
not really. Yeah, yeah. Everyone's just kind of
Die
yeah. Well, they're all kind of like
and
cannon
all
fodder, really.
of murders and shit. That don't get me wrong. I don't have anything about off screens murder, dude. But
Yeah,
it's like April's Fool's Day. Like I think the first time you see it,
yeah,
you can say it's a decent like for a slasher of its time, like a
yeah,
decent 8 or 10.
yeah,
Second time will you watch it though?
yeah.
Damn, dude, it's
There's
a
not a
whole
lot of replayability, really.
yeah, like no surprise at all. But
Uh,
I mean, I
I
don't
guess
expect it.
maybe if
But
you
there's no like tell me one fun kill in that film.
that boat kill at the beginning.
Is it memorable though?
Well, like, sorta. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really memorable about any of the kills, really.
Yeah, there's it's like I said, I love it, dude. I love it. Like from the first time I saw it, I love it, dude.
Yeah,
I could watch it like with friends and shit, dude.
yeah,
I could have a good time. But everyone is like, "Where's the blue release? Where's the blue? Where's the decent rest? Where's the 4K? Where's the like? Who's gonna pay that, dude?"
yeah,
I'm not like waiting for this release that much, dude. I just
yeah. I mean,
like it's fine, it's enjoyable, but
mm.
it's
See, what I think is will make a Blu-ray release of that interesting will be if they get like a commentary track on it or something. I'd like to hear what the filmmakers were thinking when they did it and how they went about it and everything. I'd like to hear that, you know?
yeah.
I think that would be interesting. I think, yeah, it loses a lot after you know the twist.
Yeah, but like with Sleepaway Camp,
Oh yeah, well, yeah, that doesn't
what's
lose
the
any.
twist? Yeah, it,
Well, I think what the thing with that
also,
is you watch the movie, you see the twist, then the second time you watch it, you're looking for all the little like hints and everything.
yeah, but there's
You know?
nothing to be found in April's Fool's Day, I think, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty much, it's played like a straight horror movie until the twist. And then
Yeah,
the twist comes and you're
absolutely.
kind of like, oh, okay, that was kind of weird. Yeah, I get it though. I mean, it's a fun movie, but it doesn't deserve the hype.
Thank God. Yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah.
So what's your pick, dude?
My number one is Dead Snow.
Damn.
Yeah. And I mean, my reason for picking it is just it's a really fun movie. I really enjoy it. I laugh at it when I'm watching it, but there's nothing there's nothing really special. I mean, what, like Nazi zombies in the snow. The most surprising part of that movie is the fact that, like the fat guy got the girl.
Hashtag if you want to see Nazi zombies, go watch Shockwaves.
Okay.
Shockwaves. That's
Yeah.
that's the go-to Nazi zombie film for me, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's the sort of thing. Dead Snow's fun. I wouldn't turn it off if someone put it on. It's a very enjoyable, fun flick. But you know, I hear people saying like it's like almost like it's the end all be all of like Nazi zombie movies. It's like no, it's just kind of a fun one.
You know what's better than Nazi zombie?
Non-Nazi zombies.
Nazi ghosts.
There you go. So
Go watch Death Ship, the original one.
oh hell yeah, I love Death Ship.
That was filmed like miles away from here, like it's close to my home, like not like 2,000 miles away from what I am, but it was like filmed partially like on the Fleuve Saint Laurent.
Mm. I love that movie, honestly. I love just the fact that the boat is speaking German.
You can't go wrong with that, dude.
I know, it's awesome. And I think it's actually like isn't it like rated PG or something?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, it's not like an overly
They got George Washington too, dude.
yeah. Is it George? That doesn't sound right.
He didn't get the joke.
No, I got the the George Washington. I'm like, yeah, he was dead thousands of years ago or hundreds of years ago.
But yeah, dude, you never heard about like the ghost of Death Ship?
The Ghost of Death Ship, eh? No.
Oh, dude, like everyone knows that George Washington like sails on the fleuve Saint Laurent.
There you go.
No,
Oh man.
you
Yep.
never heard about that? No, no.
No. Yeah, it's a damn good movie.
It is, but I'm talking about George Kennedy, dude.
I know. Yeah,
But yeah, it was shot on the fleuve Saint Laurent, so it's kind of
that's cool. Oh my god. Okay. I just have to bring this up for anybody listening. I'm on Blu-ray.com right now, just looking at the Death Ship release. And on the right side of the screen, there's a big thing for new Blu-ray deals, kind of like the best deals that are going on. And, it says, like, what the movie is, like, how much off it is. And I kid you not, Female Prisoner Scorpion, the collection, it's on sale.
The fuck is that though?
It's like a Japanese, like, woman in prison type thing. But guess how much money
Damn
is
bitches.
off? Guess how much money is off?
$2?
1 cent.
Really?
Yeah, I'm 100% serious. 1 cent. And I mean, like,
So what's the original like?
I guess the original price is like 58.69 or something, and they're selling it for like 58.68.
But dude, like, dude, you always complaining, dude. Like, it's a bargain.
Yeah, for that 1 cent off. Man, that's just kind of crazy. I mean, I'm sending this to you. I'm sending you a pic of it because that's just kind of. Oh, and hell, Society is like 50 cents off for the Steelbook.
I can see it, dude. I'm too rich for that, dude. I'm just
Yeah.
flexing on that.
1 cent off. I mean, damn, like, why even bother advertising it for that?
Well,
Because
if you're a horror
for our
if you
friends
need,
down in the States, though, we should probably tell them that we don't have cents up here.
yeah,
The lowest denomination we have is like 5 cents.
5 cents.
Yeah,
So
so
give me
even
some 5 cents.
yeah,
So
give us at
I
least that, Man,
I'll shake my half of a copy. I'll shake my half of a coffee.
yeah.
Yeah, coffee. Gobble. Is it a gobble?
Uh,
Coffee glass. It's not a glass. Cause
Cup?
yeah,
Yeah.
I half of a coffee cup.
Yeah.
Give me give me at least 5 cents.
Yeah. Okay, so what's your number one?
Grave Encounters, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see that 100%. It was fun, but
It was fun. I enjoyed it. I had some good scare with it,
yeah.
but it's not what people makes.
I think I know why people rave about it.
Trailer.
The trailer for one, and two, you can't buy a Blu-ray of it over here.
No.
If you want a Blu-ray, you got to import it. I got mine from Britain for like £3, but
Is there a DVD of it?
there's a DVD from what I know, like a bare bones DVD, and I think it was like released by like
I got
I
two on
don't know.
DVD, and I think one is like a region two like import
Yeah.
piece. So
Well, I mean, and that's the thing. Also, thinking about it now, that could be a thing for a lot of like the overhyped movies. Just the fact that there's no proper release of it, like over here, like you can't get like a good release. I mean, hell, remember how long people were talking about All the Boys Love Mary Lane or whatever, or Mandy Lane?
yeah,
They were talking about that for years, and it's a pretty good little movie, but it's nothing special. Maybe had it come out when it was released, it might have found its audience, but you know,
yeah, that was like, you know, like Grave Encounters like came out in the peak of YouTube had and shit.
yeah,
Like everyone saw that trailer.
yeah, and it's a damn good trailer.
It is, dude. It
It,
is.
it does happen to show all the good scenes in the movie, but
Yeah, dude. It's but that was my next point. Thank you, motherfucker.
yep,
But but like the trailer is more effective than the film itself. I think it's
yeah,
for what it is. It's
yeah,
cool, but like, yeah, dude, don't tell me that. Fuck, dude. I mean, just, dude,
mm,
the opening of the film is
yeah,
like what you're about to witness is like episode of like I don't know like the number, but like episode whatsoever of Grave Encounters and no
yeah,
one uh, and and shit like you got a fine ass dude coming up like, hi, welcome to Grave Encounters,
yeah,
and just like what's behind me is one of the most haunted place in America. Like, and
yeah.
and if you're not ready, we'll go inside after those interviews. Interviews with people like, so okay guys, so we're gonna go right into that place, you know? And one thing we knew about is that that door wasn't closed and just look how it played out. You get that you get like that that glass door, like just
Yeah.
close and oh, no one ever seen something like that in that place, but it's still one of the most haunted place you could ever get your feet on. So we'll spend a night here. We'll set some cameras. Let's see what happened. Oh, 3 a.m. last night. That same door closed up again. Yeah, what would
Yeah.
you do about it? Like, what people thought was true. Maybe it is. Let's wait. Let's wait. Let's find out again. Damn, dude. I mean, that door was closed, and
No.
someone was walking down the corridor to see if it was closed, and he flied by the corridor and knocked himself out. Oh,
Yep.
damn. Hi, welcome to Grave Encounters.
Yep.
So yeah, that's for. I don't hate that film, but it's so.
It's fun, but like that would be one I'd almost put into like a what's the word, like oh, my brain stopped working. You know, those movies you like, but you don't like to admit that you like them.
I
Guilty
like.
pleasure.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a guilty pleasure. I mean, you know,
I love it, but like everything is so like. I mean, you're basically like showing that film as like a mockumentary, like
yeah,
a found footagey thing,
yeah,
but it's so cool for what we see,
yeah,
but it's so bland for everything else.
yeah, yeah. I definitely get that.
I mean, it's like that scene, like when the dudes like the main dude's like sitting on a like an underground corridor, like one of the lower stage of the Oscars, is like
Mhm.
I don't know what's gonna happen, but just cut out blank. Someone shows up. What the fuck is that, dude?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's one of those ones. You know, is what it is. You watch it for fun. You know, no one's gonna blame you.
Yeah, like if I ever get like cancer, dude, I'ma watch that shit like all over again, like all over again, like just to slowly die because I still love it, but I hate it too. So
Yeah. And then, of course, part two is just all the scenes from part one put into part two.
yeah, pretty much
Yeah, it's a case of
masterpiece.
yes, yeah, it's right up there with Silent Night, Deadly Night 2.
Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 is way better than Craven Counters 2, though.
For sure. Because I mean, yeah, there's a charm to Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. I don't know what that charm is exactly, but I do know it exists.
Dude, I love the toy maker, and I know you don't. So
The Toy Maker, it's a decent addition, but it just always seemed, I don't know, like,
awesome.
yeah, but like, I almost wish they hadn't called it Silent Night, Deadly Night.
What was Silent Night, Deadly Night anyway? By that point, I mean,
Yeah, that's true. Really, the story ended with part three.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, part four didn't even have anything to do with it, did it? Wasn't it
Uh,
like a
they tried,
prom or something, or
yeah. So they tried to like link,
yeah,
yeah, the first one, but
yeah,
they failed.
yeah,
My parents did.
man, yeah. It's all very very odd. That's one of those things. I think they were just trying to cash in on the name. I mean, really, you could totally just you know throw that name onto just about anything, and with the what's it called? With the reaction the original got, anything you name that's gonna
Yeah,
elicit a similar response.
yeah, but the this Silent Night Deadly Night franchise is so hard too. I mean,
Mm,
you love it or you hate it. I love 1, 3, and 4.
yeah, yeah. It's. I dig part two just because of the sheer balls that it takes to essentially rehash an entire movie.
To take out the garbage day.
I love that garbage day. That is
Oh no,
awesome.
garbage day.
Yeah, and I just love that he kills some guy with an umbrella.
Yeah,
I just thought, that was kind of funny.
but there's no Santa outfit
Yeah,
or oh no, I'm wrong. There is, but it's nothing like it's set set Silent Night Deadly Night 2
hmm
in the summer. It would work too.
yeah, yeah. It would. I would pay to see Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 in the summer.
I would too, dude.
I mean, I just love the fact of how stupid it is.
So you're telling me that you find Silent Night Deadly Night too stupid, right?
Yep.
You're right, it is.
Yeah. I mean, it's the sort of thing. No one's gonna claim that it's high art, are they?
Yeah, but it's not as stupid as The Last Jedi, so.
That's true. Well, then again, nothing's as stupid as The Last Jedi.
Can we take a dump on The Last Jedi? Can
Yes,
we
please. You just
can we like just legit take a dump on it?
yeah. I mean, I'm just glad Ryan Johnson isn't getting his hands back on any Star Wars movies.
Fuck that.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't get it. And hell, his most recent comments kind of prove it.
He never he never got it, dude.
No. And the fact of the matter is, it's quite simple, really. If you have an existing franchise, you know, you as a director don't have the right to come in and screw everything up. And that's what he
No.
did.
Yeah.
It's like no, guy, you don't have that right.
When you got Kathleen Kennedy,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. I still think they should have taken control away from her right away.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, she should have just been like chucked in the trash with the rest of the garbage fires.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I mean, what pisses me off more than anything, like you got you know, Ryan Johnson or whatever talking, and he's like, like, oh, these people, like, they just don't like diversity and they don't like women or everything. It's like, no, we don't like stupid characters. We don't like plot twists that make no sense.
Yeah, we want like something decent, you know?
Yeah, it's like, damn you, man. It's like, just do it. Just
Absolutely,
just
dude.
just give us what we want. That's what we've paid you for. And that's the thing. We have paid, we're the ones that pay Disney, so hence we're the ones that pay him.
Ah, dude, I hate Ryan Johnson, dude. Except for Looper.
Yeah. And I mean, I haven't seen his new one, this Knives Out thing. It looks like it could be good. I don't know, but I don't know. I just
Should we care though?
Yeah, well, you know what? As long as he's far away from Star Wars, he can do whatever he wants. And I wish him the best. I hope he does a really good movie and then stays there.
Yeah, don't fuck with my Star Wars, dude.
No, we have the fact that it should tell you right there that the if the fan base is that as pissed off with you as they are for that, maybe you've done something wrong. You know, it's not other people.
Yeah.
I don't know. Someone just needs to slap him upside the head. I don't know.
Ah, dude.
Preferably with like a stick of some kind. A lightsaber. Just like, this is how you use lightsabers, crack.
Yeah. Show off some Ryan Johnson's head, you just right
Yep. Ah,
there. So
yeah.
we're going out.
Uh, yeah. We're done now, right? Do we have
Pretty
any?
much.
Yeah. Damn. I kind of flew by.
That was like what 2 hours at least.
2 hours and 17 minutes. So that's pretty decent. Not
Yeah,
bad for the second episode, is it?
pretty good.
Yeah, we didn't get Corey on, but he probably fell asleep or something.
Yeah, I think
That's fine. Yeah, so,
that was the second episode of A Bay of Blood motherfucking podcast.
yep,
That was BDG reviews
yep.
and motherfucking little dead motherfucking fucking meat.
Yep.
We'll see you next year
Yep.
based on what Corey did. So
Oh, who knows? Yeah, so see y'all again.